Hello everybody, welcome to the fourth episode on our series in programming with Java. In the previous episode we talked about strings, and today's episode we're going to talk about control flow, so we're going to be able to do a little bit more logic in our programming. So just to review what we talked about last episode, we can declare a new string or a sequence of words or characters. Let's say we call this name and we set it equal to Adam. Right here, we can then print out the string system.out.println, and we can just type name right here, right? And it'll print the name Adam right here. Now today we're going to start about talking about if statements, right? So let's say we want to print out something depending on how long somebody's name is. So what we can do is we can do like a little if condition right here, and say the name is short. Let's say name, and remember we can do dot length to get the length of the string is less than say 5, right? You open this up, and then we could print out something like system.out.println. Your name is short. So essentially what we're doing right here, this is an if conditional, right? We want to do all the stuff inside these curly braces if the name length is less than 5. And if it's not less than 5, it'll do something else. So we're going to print out, hey, your name is short, right? Because my Adam is quite short right here. Now instead of doing Adam, we do something like Jonathan right here. And we push run, it'll just print out Jonathan, but it won't print out your name is short because the length of Jonathan's name right here, which is I think 8 characters, is greater than 5, and so it won't work. Now if we do want to print out something, if it's not less than 5, we can do an else right here, and we can print out system.out.println right here, your name is long, or something like that, right? So now if we push run, it says Jonathan, your name is long right here, because it checks to see if the name length is less than 5, and it's not less than 5, and then it goes, okay, so if it's not less than 5, we're gonna do else right here. So if this, and if it's not that, else, and we do whatever inside the second set of curly braces, which is print out your name is long. Now of course we also don't have to use like length of strings. We can also, let's say we have an integer age or something, right? And let's say Jonathan is 21 or something like that. We can do another set of if else statements right here. So if age is greater than 18, right, then, or we should do greater than or equal to. So if we want to do greater than or equal to, we should type the greater than sign and then equal to. Likewise, less than or equal to is like this, but greater than or equal to, and we could say system.out.println you are an adult, right? And then we can do something similar right here. We have an else statement, and we can just copy this print statement right here and print out, instead of you are an adult, you are a child. And if we push run, it says Jonathan, your name is long, you are an adult, right? Because Jonathan, his name is greater than or equal to 5, right? It's not less than 5, so it's going to print out your name is long. His age is greater than or equal to 18, so it prints out you are an adult. So what this means is that when we write our code, we can change the output based on what we're given, based on the inputs that we're given. So our code doesn't have to do the same thing every time. It can change around a little bit. And so this is the essence of control flow, where we're controlling how the program flows. I want to shift a little bit. Let's imagine, so this is if we want to do this or that based on what we're given. Let's imagine we want to do something over and over and over again. Like say we want to print out something like println. Say we want to print out happy birthday or something, right? and we want to print this out as many times as their age. But we don't want to type out happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday every time. So we use a for loop. And a for loop, you say for. We're going to open parentheses, and we're going to declare a counter. So we need like some sort of counter number, right? So we're going to call that I, and we're going to set that equal to 0 right here. Put a semicolon. And then we want to set a condition for how the loop's going to run. So I'm going to make a sentence in just a little bit. So we'll say I is less than, just for testing, we're going to say 5 right here. And I, then after each loop, we're going to do I. We're going to increment I by 1. So we're going to put I plus plus. And then we can copy this code into here, right here. So just to review this for loop right here, it's saying we have a counter called I, and its I is set to 0 at the beginning. The for loop is going to run until I is equal or greater than 5, right? So as long as I is less than or equal to 5, it's going to run. And every time it runs, I is going to increase by 1. Okay? So if we push this right here, it says happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday 5 times, excuse me, right here. Now our original goal was to print this out however many times, however old the person is. So what we can do is we can change this from 5 to age. So it's going to start at 0, and it's going to print out happy birthday until I is equal to or greater than the age of the person. So in this case, if we push run, it's going to print out happy birthday 21 times. And it's a little hard to see because it's all right there. But as you can see, it prints out happy birthday 21 times. And all we had to do, write a short 3-line program right here. We didn't have to have a happy birthday every time. And this also means that if we change this, let's say I have an 8-year-old kid or something, his name is Jack, then it's going to change from Jonathan, your name is long, you are an adult, and happy birthday 21 times, to Jack, your name is short, you are a child, and happy birthday only 8 times. And so that's really all I'm going to talk about today. Go ahead and play around with these if statements and for loops for a little bit. Try adding some new variables, change them up a little bit, and see what you can do. In the next video, we're going to talk about a little more about control flow, look at some more complicated loops, in fact. But until then, take care, and I'll see you later.